Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Diamond Painting and Stitching with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a good weekend. Well, it got a little strange. I tried to do this earlier and the electricity went out. So we're starting over. I didn't get very far. I had just started and poof, no lights. So yay! But I thought we'd work on this beaded cross stitch today. I haven't worked on it all week, it seems like. I've been working on the peacock, getting a little bit of it done, or the peacocks, I should say. It's going to be confusing. Now I have a couple peacocks. But hope everybody's having a good weekend. Right now, it's decided it's going to rain a little bit, but it's been taking its sweet time. It's not pouring or anything lately. It's just looking dark and cloudy, but and rumbling a little, but we never get too much thunder and lightning, you know. I wouldn't want to be up on the top of that mountain, though, when it was thundering and lightning. But I know they bring people down because it's really kind of close to the sky. It's 14,000 feet up there, but down here we're only at 8,000. But still, I wouldn't want to be out in it, you know, unless I absolutely had to be out there somewhere. But had a good day. I went to my daughter's house earlier. We were looking for all the cords for the Super Nintendo, and she went through every box in her closet, and we still couldn't find what we wanted. We found a few things, but not the whole thing, so she was kind of upset she didn't get to play Super Nintendo because she really wanted to do that, and she hadn't done it in years. And so we ended up ordering the cord from Amazon. Yay! Way to go, Amazon. Thank God there's Amazon. But, yeah, so we were going to have a retro gaming day, but that didn't work. We like to play Zelda and Donkey Kong, or the newer Donkey Kong, not the one with the barrels and that guy, but this is the ones that came out in the 80s. So we still like to play games. But the kids, her kids, they're 4 and 8, and they like to play Minecraft, so they can sit there mindlessly playing Minecraft for hours upon hours, and it just drives me nuts. All they're doing is, because they're little, so all they're playing is the part where they, what do you call it, go and build things. So my granddaughter, she's getting to be a real whiz on the computer there. I wanted to see if there was another thing there. I'm going to come up over here because this one's kind of loose for some reason. I don't know why. But, well, what the heck is going on there? Hang on, guys. Well, we're going to have to do it the hard way. We're going to go through this and back down and tighten that puppy down. I don't know why that particular one was just loose. Okay, hang on, guys. I gotta get rid of this thread because it's a little distance. I was watching Juliet. I don't know how to say her last name. I don't know what, you know, I think she's Oriental of some kind. I don't know, but her name is very difficult to pronounce, but she does beaded cross stitch as well, and she got a couple new ones, which was kind of cool. The 2 that I've never seen. I can't even begin to tell you where she got them from. Oh, I know, she got them off of Etsy, either Etsy or eBay, and they were that I want to say all about embroidery. Now, all about embroidery is where I got those poppies from, but her material seemed to be a lot thicker than than mine, you know, on those poppies that I got. They pretty stiff, you know, just like the one that I got from Beads Creative. And they were kind of cute. There was 3 ladies sitting on a bench singing. And I can't remember what the other one was for some reason. I don't know. But they were really cute. And I haven't gone back to All About Embroidery on Amazon since I got those poppies, because I paid $30 for that, and I was just very, very disappointed, and I thought they were totally overpriced. But I think she paid, for the total of 2 of them, she paid $30 somewhere. So that wasn't too bad. I don't shop on Etsy. I used to have an Etsy account, and Lord knows what happened to that. That was 100 years ago. I didn't sell too much stuff on Etsy. I was more about the eBay thing. So, and I have, when I looked up beaded cross stitch on eBay, it seemed like all they had were those damn Mill Hill ones that are done on perforated paper, and I wasn't all about that. My luck, I'd pull it too tight and rip the paper, but it might be more sturdy than I think. So, oh well. I'll just keep getting them here and there. I went and looked at Joy Sunday. I picked out some to get, you know, next week when I get paid. And they were really pretty, but they're just regular, you know, cross stitch. I wanted to get well, they kind of remind me of samplers, you know, but they're for the seasons. And so they had one spring, summer, winter, fall, you know. And I picked out 4 of them, so they were about, anywhere from, we'll call it from $10 to $25. I mean, I think that's almost pushing it. I don't know, you know, but there were 4 of them, so I thought maybe I'd get those from Joy Sunday next week. And of course they'll get here in 2 or 3 days, because they're mailed in the United States. Some of them are mailed in the United States, I should say. Seems like a couple of them that I got did come from China for some reason. But most of them did come from the United States, so I kind of like that store. I'm not ever ordering from that J. Lynn place again. So I just didn't like their quality. And no, I didn't get to the, what do you call it? To the fabric place to get the thread, but I thought I'd just keep working on my peacocks. I'll show you here in a minute how much I got done with it. Working up in that corner. And it's going along really good. You know, I'm just staying away from them reds until I can get into the daylight, you know. It seems like I'm working on them at night, you know, when I get home from work, and the light's a little funky, so I don't know. I just didn't want to get into that, and I haven't whoa, crap. Hang on, guys. Spilt my beads here. As usual. I got to get some more clips. Because my clips are too small to hold these big pieces of fabric together. I kind of roll it and then clip them, you know, in place. And then, you know, that way it doesn't roll left or right, and it makes it a whole lot easier to work with when it's not rolling down your leg, you know. But I don't know. And I was watching Lovecraft Forever, and she was talking about, because she has the kind with the fabric, and not the fabric, but let's call it the satin fabric, just to kind of clarify, and how you cannot put them in a hoop, because it'll break the beads. Whoops, sorry, my bad. We got one more here, and then we'll put this color away. And then we'll figure out what the rest of it is. Okay, and I almost cut that off. I'm looking for the brown. Okay, let me put that there and I'll go get the peacocks and show you that. Hang on just a second. Gotta put my beads away before I spill them because, you know, God knows. Give me 5 minutes and I will spill them. Oh, silly things. Come on. Didn't want to go on there. Okay, hang on, guys. I've been working in this, hang on, I gotta move that lamp out of the way so I can lay that there. I've been working right in here. Let me bring you down. That way you can see what I've done. But I'm working on that dark green. So I've got, you know, a pretty good area done of that. And it's going really fast, you know, over here. So we'll just keep working on it a little bit at a time. But, yeah, that's the stitch one that I'm working on this week. So, and I kind of, you know, go from one to the other. Okay, brown. Still got my cheat sheet over here, thank God. Let's see. Don't want that. I gotta, it'd just be just as easy to look on this. Let's see. Got that, and we're working on those. So if I come down here, be number 3, and number 3 is 11. I don't know that I have that number, so I think I'll just write that in. Okay. Medium brown is 11. Oh, it's, why does that say light green? That's weird. Because, let me look again. Maybe I got the wrong one. Let me make sure I'm going in the right general direction. Okay, this is this. Oh, nope, I lied. It is number 4. Number 4. Okay, let's see what color that is. Well, that's purple, but that's the wrong thing, too. Dagnabbit. Oh, number 4. I'm sorry. It's not number 4. I have to look up number 4. Jeez, it's number 10. Okay, we're going to get it yet. 10. We'll just mark that off there. It was written there, but the color wasn't written in, so it is number 10. That makes more sense since it's a leaf. Jeez Louise. And then I'll move you back so you can actually see. Whoops. Oh, oh. And out a little bit. Got some hamburger tonight. I thought I'd make my, what do you call it? Well, I was before the lights went out. My, I call it kind of a glorified Salisbury steak. I take hamburger and wrap it in bacon and cut up some onion and put that in there and fry that, you know, until the bacon's kind of seared. And I use about a ½ pound of hamburger. Make a great big patty so that it'll last me for 2 times, you know. I mean, it wouldn't do for anybody else. If you were doing it by yourself, you know, you could just make the hamburger as big as you wanted it. You know, like if you're making for the family or whatever, and I just wrap them in bacon and sear it, and then after I get it, the bacon a little bit browned, then I make some brown gravy. I usually have gravy mixes, or I get it in the jar. It's just so much easier. And then I pour that over the whole top of the thing, and I kind of, what do you call it, saute the onions and the mushrooms there, and then pour that over the top, and put the lid on it, and let it cook for a little bit until it's done. And, yeah. And sometimes I'll have it with mashed potatoes. I get the instant Idahoan mashed potatoes, and so I can have the gravy on something, and sometimes I just eat it plain because I'm in too much of a hurry to even make instant potatoes. And sometimes I'll even have it with a baked potato. But I thought that sounded kind of good tonight. Oh, come on. Really? It's just being a pain in the neck. Couldn't get it to bend. But, yeah, this is coming along. I still got those 2 shades of purple over here to do on this one, but I thought this would be easier to get to and do. But I didn't want it to be too long. Went out to dinner with a friend last night, and we had a really good time. And just sat around and talked for hours and hours. So it's good to get out and go do something every once in a while, and kind of nice. And the weather was nice, and we just sat and talked. So, but whoops, haven't done that in a while. And I got to get that one up at the top, and then I can get rid of this short thread. But I didn't do much. My daughter and I, we didn't go out to lunch. Oh my God, it was so hot by the time I left there. It was like all I could do to get home before I had a heat stroke. It was so hot. And then about 2 o'clock, it decided to cloud up. And then the electricity went out. I don't know what the hell that crap was about. I was pissed. So I wanted to get my recording done early so I could maybe watch a little bit of TV. I don't do that very often. I just don't find too much on TV to watch these days. And I just got, extended basic. I don't have HBO, Cinemax, Showtime. I just, no. It's not worth the time for me. I just don't have any desire, and if I want to watch a movie, I'll just get on Netflix and watch them. And it's a whole lot cheaper than regular cable, or, like extended cable, but, I usually find something to watch to occupy my time, but, and, so, sometimes I wonder why I'm, whoops, I only got one thread in there, dagnabbit. They had an art show at the park, I think, or well, they do it like at a community center, so in case of inclement weather. But that was supposed to be today, so I don't know how many people that would draw, but there sure were a lot of people in town. I went to the grocery store this morning and got what I needed for dinner and picked up donuts for everyone. So, yeah, it was fun. We had our donuts and looked for cables, and oh, my daughter, I thought she was going to just go into apoplexy because she couldn't find that thing, and she emptied her entire closet looking for it, but oh man, some days are like that. We don't have too great of a day, but hey, it works. Let me get over here and get the silly light going, for pity's sake. And bring my light back since I don't have to have that thing right there. But sometimes I feel like working on beads, and sometimes I don't want to mess with it, I like to just sit there and cross stitch, because I can cross stitch for a good 3 or 4 hours, and sometimes I make some progress, and sometimes not so much. But haven't started any books or anything. Just haven't felt the need. It seems like I read more in the wintertime, when I want to curl up in bed and read a book, and Yeah. So that hasn't happened. It don't stop me from dragging them home from the near new shop. But I got some more, but they were to add to my Lora-Roses collection. And stuff. But I find them here and there, and just, whoa, oops. I just dropped all my diamond painting crap that I had out. I was working on, what do you call it? Oh God, C Medley. I never can remember the name of that thing. Jeez. The harder I think about it, the worse it gets. I want to call it Melody, not Medley. It may be Melody. Hell, I don't know. I can't. See, now I'm confused. It only took 5 seconds. Yeah, I got confused. But I like it. It's pretty. It's coming along, too. I haven't got a swatch all the way across, but I was trying to work on it when the lights were out. But, of course, the part that I had to work on was the dark part that I needed the damn light pad for, so it's sitting over there again. It's like, okay, well, you know, speeding right along. But I should really get out that Beaded cottage again and work a little bit on it this week. I might do that. I don't know. I've been so hot and so tired by the time I get home. I can't hardly function. So all I want to do is take a tepid shower and get my body heat down, and then just sit there and veg and not think about too much. Sometimes I just don't do anything. But, oh well. And it's been almost 90 degrees here. Of course, the humidity is only about 15 to 25%, so that part hasn't been bad. It's just hot, and we're just not used to it. And it cools off, though, to about 54 at night, so, which is nice. But last night, my house was still hot almost all the way till midnight because it was so hot. And I got to get another, like, little air conditioner for the window air conditioner for that back bedroom because the fan is just not cutting it. And got a weird window. It's great big, but it starts about less than a foot from the floor, and it's huge, you know, across. It's about 3 or 4 feet across. So I don't know. And the top doesn't open because my son-in-law, we had to change out some of the panes, so that was one of them, and so it doesn't move down from the top, you know what I mean? So, oh God. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I need another box air conditioner. I just wasn't looking forward to upping my electric bill. I'd like to keep it under $100 in the summer, and I don't turn on that air conditioning until I get home. So, and the one in the front room cools the front room off, and just need to have one back there because it's like it gets trapped because there's no escape for the heat and everything back there. But I don't know. I always say I'm going to go get another one, but shit. I get to the end of summer and go, oh, what's the point? You know. But for about past month, though, that fan has been sucking the heat out of the bedroom. So that it, you know, by the time I lay down at midnight, it's pretty cool. Whoops. Pour a little bit more there. Run out of beads. So I don't know. I haven't made up my mind. And I should be getting, within the next week or so, I hope. I got 2 more stitch projects coming. One of them is a 4-pack, I believe. And one of them is a big one. And then the other one, it's a fair size. I think it's a 50 by 50. And it's really pretty. It reminds me of, what is that painting? I want to say Norwegian painting, you know, like folk painting. And I think it'll be really pretty. It's got a lot of pretty colors in it. And it's like birds and flowers or something. So, yeah. Like we need another project. Oh, God. Just too much fun. But I like to work on these, and they'll be nice to work on in the wintertime too, you know, when it's so cold. You go to work and you come home and you just want to get warm and sit inside, because the wind blows here worse than anything. You know, it's not like we get a whole lot of snow, but the wind will just bite through you. Not like the Midwest, because that had humidity in it. But I know that sounds stupid, but we usually get dry snow. So, but that wind blows 30 to 50 miles an hour through here sometimes. In the winter and in the summer, it's gotten bad. But we kind of sit in a trough, so it just blows right through us. But yeah, so we're kind of housebound sometimes, but not like we're snowed in. It's just a lack of desire to go anywhere. And, you know, I mean, we don't have too much problem where we have a lot of tourists driving around, you know, where people that maybe came from the south and wouldn't know how to work or drive on snow, because we don't have like a ski resort here or anything. Okay. So, you know, I don't have a problem with people driving. Everybody around here pretty much knows what they're doing. Come on. Okay, got to get rid of it up there. Hang on, guys. Moving in and tying off. So, I don't know. I hope things are starting to calm down at the store. I'm really tired of, just tired of it already. And it's only July. Got a couple more big days to, whoops, sorry. I mean to move you there. We'll do that little bunch there. I just want it to be over with. I'm used to a quiet existence here, and kind of like it that way, and not have to fight your way through the grocery store or any other store, or go fight at a restaurant, and just we like our peace and quiet. But that's okay. Carry on, people. Well, I've seen a lot of RVs this year. Just a lot more people in RVs. They don't want to spend money on hotels, and if you get an RV, then you got your place where you got to lay down. And the rental, I don't know what it is now, you know, to stay at an RV park or a KOA or any of that. But I can imagine that it would be like 10 times cheaper than staying in a hotel around here, because they're running between $100 and $200 a night just to stay in some place. You know, I mean, if you have a really nice place. But, oh well. And I wouldn't mind going camping that way, you know, if I had an RV to stay in, because some of them are pretty darn nice, you know. And we didn't have super spectacular, but the 35-foot fifth wheel that we had was nice enough for anybody. It had a queen-size bed, and then it had bunk beds in there. So it had 2 separate bedrooms. Then you had the front room, and the couch was what do you call it? A sleeper sofa, so you could sleep somebody there. And I mean, it had plenty of room, and it had a nice stove and refrigerator and microwave in it, so we're pretty much set. I know that's not some people's idea of camping, but my days of sleeping on the ground is completely over. Completely, completely, completely over. So, oh well. Been tired today for some reason. I don't know if it's just the weather or what. It just makes me want to sleep. Come on. Oh, goodness, we're having a problem here today. I'm trying to go crosswise, and sometimes it don't want to cooperate, but that's okay. We'll get it. All right, well, we got all that done. All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to be it for today. Thank you for joining me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you'd like, hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Y'all have a good rest of your weekend. And God bless. Bye-bye.